course you weigh nothing, because you're literally plummeting to the ground from like a kilometer in the sky.
Guess what I have?
Is it Featherfall? Because otherwise, got some bad news.
No, hang on. Kilometer is more than 50 feet, right?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so I'm casting Fly. So I'm casting Fly on Klein, Alyssia, and Iris, and sadly I do not have a fourth Fly. So I guess I'm following.
I will carry you.
Oh my god, your
I will
horse.
fucking race to carry you. I don't think we went through on the horse since we went through a teleporter.
Oh,
Yeah,
see,
you
that's
went through
your-
a teleporter inside because, oh god, your horse.
Yeah, I thought your horse would be dead.
So
Yeah,
Yep, so
literally
we
my
should be
first
okay.
reaction would be fly down and grab the mage.
Right, so even though Vira is left without a parachute, luckily Klein is chivalrous enough to offer a hand in these troubling times, and you all manage to land safely. Though you're pretty sure that's not the kind of experience you want to go through again.
I was gonna suggest while in the air that while we fly downwards, we start flying in the direction of the way I point us.
Also,
Okay,
that
but
would
do
be a
keep in
really
mind this
awkward
is
way for
still
them to get.
early afternoon, so it's not dark yet, meaning that you're not exactly inconspicuous.
I suggest landing in the woods.
Well, that's why we're flying downwards.
That would have been a really awkward time for you guys to find out my perk.
What's that?
Don't go down.
Wait, I don't understand.
Anyway,
Anyway,
eventually you guys end up on the ground. Now, even though you lost an important artifact with your last exchange with Logan, you still have something useful on you. Namely, you have the horse whistles that summon the demon steeds.
Hooray. By the way, in this woods, can I sense that thing still being up?
You're actually at the edge of the woods over here. From what you can see behind you, you see that the forest is much smaller than before. On the outskirts, you see corrupted and withered trees. The forest is dying.
We'll have to go and visit him on our way back then, I suppose.
Also,
Visit
I
who?
don't. The dragon. I say as I just immediately go off.
I'm like, Vira, the fuck? As she goes away. Seriously?
I'd like give you a look of. Sorry, could you say that again, please?
Oh, it's just this dragon guy. Anyway, we should head off.
Like a banner or a castle.
Like she's always smarting out. She's like, she's a really horrible liar.
As Iris, you're struggling, suddenly Morgana slowly materializes halfway out of your body. Klein, this is actually the first time you're seeing her. You see her features and all that. And she very briefly looks towards you and starts pointing and explaining. A dragon lives in that forest. I'm a drake, I'm inside her. Get used to it. And with that, she disappears.
It's like, where's with you guys?
There's no point in being vague about it, just be blunt. Anyway, Vira is leading the charge to get there because as she sees it, they are on a...
You ride off into the snow. It's beginning to become dark when you finally reach your destination, the spot on the map. Just so we're clear, there is no person there. That person is just part of the pick. Nothing I could have done. Think of it as a person for scale.
It's just.
It's
Vendor
a
sitting
scarecrow.
there just going. You walked into my trap card.
Aha! Is I,
They
Vedrick.
as we,
Vira, as you start getting closer, the butterfly pendant around your neck begins to glow, and as it glows, you see this giant obelisk before you light up with strange symbols.
I'm going to get off the horse and approach.
Why?
I'm also going to, as if is anybody trying to follow me closely?
Why
I'm
am?
literally within 5 feet of you.
I'm gonna turn to both of you guys. I respect and appreciate that you all are trying to keep me safe, but honestly, in case something happens, I would prefer if you all stood back.
Vera,
Well,
this
you
isn't
said
just
the
you.
mage knew we're here, right?
Yes.
So then I respectfully decline your wish of me to stand back.
He's most likely after me, so if you stand back, then Well,
So
there's.
if he comes after you, I'll need to be close if I'm going to get in the way.
Vira, your suggestion has been denied. Carry on.
So, I'm just gonna walk right up to the obelisk and see what I can do.
You see that the butterfly flares up. In front of you, you see a small hole shaped in a very familiar shape. It almost seems like it can encase the butterfly inside it.
I guess that's what's happening with that.
Are you gonna place the butterfly inside?
I mean, I didn't come all this way to just dick around.
You reach out to place it inside, and then suddenly, snakes! No, just kidding. Anyway, as you place it, you see the symbols flare up once again. Some kind of powerful magic sequence is taking place. You see that the obelisk is beginning to crack, and suddenly it starts falling apart. This obelisk is giant, by the way, so the debris is pretty huge and it can crush you.
And that's
You
why
are
we
actually
need
in
close.
danger.
Oh, well,
Wait,
I'm
what?
getting ready
I
to.
pick her up and get her out of there.
I'm just gonna calmly just start walking away.
That bitch picking you up.
Yeah, you're not meant to be acting cool under these situations, though. I think
Why do
Iris
you
could
always
dodge
Cool
it.
have-
guys don't look at destroyed obelisks.
Why do I always have to be getting picked up?
Oh, here.
Because you just
if
used
you're
to run.
confused, I've got something I can probably copy and paste in here.
Jack,
Is
that
it I
you?
pick up all the damsels in distress?
I hit
No,
such a deja vu right
that's
now.
metaphorically.
Jack.
Here's the name of my class. What's
Night
the second word?
Protector. It's
Getting
like
picked
that.
up, bitch.
Get picked up, bitch. I don't give a shit if you want to get picked up. You're getting picked up, bitch. Alright, so so the obelisk falls over.
The
Once
obelisk falls apart piece by piece and turns into a giant pile of rubble. Suddenly there's a huge magical explosion. The area around the obelisks in a good 200 or 300 feet around it in a radius immediately gets bombarded heavily by magical energy. As you're nearby, you sense what this is what's happening. This is pollution, just like when powerful magic is being cast, or when there's a powerful creature nearby that's sucking the life and the mana out of the area. This place has been permanently scarred. This place will never recover its mana flow.
Okie dokie. I'm gonna kind of signal for him to put me down now.
Does it look like it'll be safe?
Well, the explosion
right
is
now,
done.
there's it's very quiet. There's no motion. There's nothing to indicate there's danger.
Then I put her down.
I'm gonna advance over to the center of the rubble pile.
As you do, you see there's some kind of light underneath the rubble. Magic is being cast and the rubble is being pushed aside.
Alright, I'll wait patiently for whatever the reaction is to stop.
I'm
Vira,
tempted
roll
to touch
me
it.
Dex.
Me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Give me a second.
This is why I didn't want to put you down.
And I'm gonna be fine. And fuck you, I'm fine.
Right. You see a powerful force magic pushing the last rubble away with great force, so immediately step back to avoid getting hurt.
Sorry.
As the last part of the rubble blows up, somebody very casually levitates out of the pile of rubble.
What in the actual shit?
Wait, what? It's Henry!
Is it on right? Who is it? Can you show us the picture?
Patience, young Padawan.
It was me, Vendrick.
Oh, it is.
Oh my
What?
god!
She's.
What?
Huh?
Oh my
Oh.
god, is this like a coffin? Like, for a
The
spare body?
mage you know as Henri steps out of the rubble. She
Wait, is
doesn't
this-
have her usual playful look on her face, however. She looks dead serious. She takes a quick glance at the rest of you and immediately starts casting magic.
I
Okay,
get
is this
between her
Henri?
and
Wait, it was like,
Vira.
Henry! Like, open arms, like, Henry?
She doesn't react to you, she continues casting magic.
This is probably not good.
What's
Vira,
going
even
on?
without rolling, you can see what's happening. She's casting multiple spells upon herself. She's strengthening herself up.
Henri, we're not here to fight you.
She ignores you and continues strengthening herself.
Are you casting magic to aid yourself in battle, or just to aid yourself in general?
She again ignores you, but it seems like she has finished casting. She stops levitating and gently plops down on one of the nearby rocks. She then spreads her arms wide and says, "Magic cell." And suddenly, all of you roll me dex.
Wow, thanks, Henri. It's. I don't think this is Henri. I think this is like body, the body Henri snatched. Wow. Okay.
Right.
Hey, Bersha,
Yes.
I choose to succeed.
What?
Yep.
Oh, cool. You can do that once a day or something?
Yup.
That's nice.
Check. Well,
Great,
that's
so
it,
the
isn't
only
it?
person who
Alyssia
failed.
and Klein, you both managed to dodge out of the way.
I was about to say,
Everybody
would it be
else
possible?
gets entrapped in magical cages.
Would it be possible?
You're the first assassins I've seen in a while. That's interesting.
Henri,
What?
we're not here to assassinate you. Do you
Henri.
not remember us?
Henri. I don't believe I've used that name before. Interesting.
Wait, what do you mean before?
You say you know me. Can you prove it?
Well, we have plenty of proof, but if you don't remember it,
Try me.
Vira, what about the necklace?
I put that in the obelisk.
Oh, right. Let's see. Hang on, I gotta search for my inventory.
She didn't recognize the noble moon thing, so that didn't work.
Yeah, I don't have anything really in my inventory that could...
Did you have the pendant?
No, they
Again,
used it in
the
obelisk.
pendant is what I put in the obelisk, so
Okay,
literally
so you
the-
didn't grab
the-
it out,
all
basically.
I have is the noble moon pendant and the daemon soul bracelet.
Anything you remember Vendrick saying? Might help.
Besides the whole the vagina bush, or was that the name of the bush?
Clitorial bush, that's a
clitorial
spice.
Same difference.
I love that that's the first thing that comes to mind.
It means I've done my job properly.
'Cause, I mean, that's pretty much all you know about.
Oh, I
Henry
would
if you're
have
not
brought
doing
some.
that.
I would have brought some of her books along with me.
Useless. She takes a look at the book and seems disinterested. Why are you showing me this crap?
It's what...
It
Let
was
us see you.
yours.
You say you know me. Why did you come here then? What happened to the me you think you know?
She died.
protecting us. All
Oh?
of us.
How did she die?
Well, from what we can tell, an army attacked us and some other of our friends, and she encased us in an eternal ice winter. It lasted for 6 months. We just recently were unthawed.
That
But
doesn't sound like something I would do. That sounds reckless and stupid. Why would I do something like that?
because we're your friends?
Friends. You do realize I'm a mage, right? I don't have friends.
I'm a
What?
mage too, and I have friends. She just kind of like, I'm a mage too, and I have friends.
As she says she doesn't have friends, Alyssia just pipes up. Wise woman.
You say that, but you looked after a boy, you came to our aid, you gave us artifacts.
Hold on a second. Vera, as you said, I'm a mage and I have friends. Andre chuckles at you and says in a condescending manner, mages are powerful. What would you know of power, child? Your lifespan is too short to grasp it.
Oh, I can try my best.
Anyway, we can resolve this issue very quickly.
I'm
I can
guessing
quickly
you.
find out if you're all lying or telling the truth. Either way, I don't care.
Don't lie.
If she's kind of proposing a memory search, then I'm gonna volunteer.
No, instead she says, take me to the place where I've died. I want to see my remains.
We're gonna have to be out of cages first.
Oh no, you're staying in there.
You wouldn't happen to be able to teleport extremely far distances, would you?
Don't insult me. That's child's play.
Well, then I can take you exactly there.
Bea, why don't you know any of these spells?
Picture
Well-
the location where my corpse is.
That's
Um,
easy.
Mine.
I picture the memory of seeing Henri's charred corpse inside the ice.
Yeah, but like,
She casts a spell to read your mind briefly and gets a quick visual of the location where she is supposed to teleport you all.
buried, yeah.
Also,
She
the
pricks,
answer
she
is that
pricks
I'm
her
not a
finger
half
and uses a
god.
few drops of her blood to form a giant portal. You see that this is nothing like the Henri you know's craftsmanship. This is completely different. The Henri you know was very, shall we say, well, liberal with her magic, but her magic had a certain, shall we say, finesse to it. It was in a way cast in a way that it would not damage the world or leave marks. This Henri does not care about protecting and the environment and shit like that. You see an entire ripple is forming and the area is getting polluted. However, that means that her portal is much more powerful and it gets materialized much more quicker. As her portal is done, before you even realize what's happening, you are no longer southeast of the woods. You are, in fact, in the Noble Moon hideout, out back in the graveyard.
That was quick.
Instantly there. Just a sec, it's fucking up again, give me a sec.
I'll point her in the direction that that I saw Henri's corpse in.
You mean where Gordon buried her?
Oh yeah, sure.
Damn it, come on, work.
No wait, but I don't know if I should take her to the exact place that she died,
Sadly it
or
doesn't work, so I'm gonna leap hop to it, so ignore some of the images, okay?
I don't know if we should take her to the if we should take her to her corpse or to the precise place where she died,
Well,
though.
we're here, so
Well,
As
she
you take her
specifically
to the,
said
to
where
the
I died.
grave, she finds out the name Henri, the one you guys mentioned, and she uses magic to quickly dig up the grave and find the remains.
it's clear that Iris doesn't like that. Just like, ugh.
You guys are still in cages nearby, by the way.
Alyssia gives 0 fucks.
She levitates the remains of Henri, which are some very, very gruesome remains, as you can imagine, and she just studies them for a while using magic.
Vira's keeping an eye out to see if anyone's watching us. I don't want anybody getting any ideas and accidentally getting their head chopped off.
Lucky for you, this backside area is pretty far away from the mansion and it's not really connected per se directly to it, so there's no need for patrols here. There's actually nothing to steal here, so...
Alright, so that's good. Nobody's gonna accidentally get killed. Probably.
She studies the remains for a good 4 or 5 minutes. She seems rather displeased. But eventually you see that the remains begin to get burnt and incinerated until there's nothing left. You can tell immediately, Vira, that she has consumed knowledge left behind in the remains of the dead Henri. And now, the Henri in front of you turns towards you with a slightly more, shall we say, easy expression, one that you would expect from the Henri you know. Well, that was a bit awkward.
Henri?
Are you
Yes,
okay?
that would be me. Thank you very much.
Is it?
So you're okay?
Define okay. I did kinda die.
Wait, what?
Are you
What's
alive
going
now?
on? Hang on, what's going on? Why were you acting differently? What just happened?
Don't worry about it, Iris.
No, I'm worried about it. Hush. Tell me.
It's complicated, but anyway, one thing at a time. She snaps her fingers and the cages that were constraining you immediately disperse and disappear.
Oh wait, can I run right up to her because I want to kind of hug her?
Yes, you can.
That's what Iris does.
Oh dear. She seems a little confused by the exchange, but just takes the hook. Takes the hook. Okay, one thing at a time, Iris. I mean, I was about to kill you a few minutes ago.
Maybe, but saving our lives 3 times already, I think you're allowed 1.
Everyone's going to be really glad to know that you're alive in some sense.
Oh, this is gonna be so awkward when Rohana wakes up.
Yeah, I think they kind of assumed you died. Gordon kind of buried you.
He's a tough guy. He'll get over it. She smiles.
Oh, yes, we should also let you know Vendrix betrayed us.
Oh, I am quite aware, my dear.
Wait, how
I
did
know
you...
he's been a naughty boy in my absence. I believe I should pay him back for what he did.
How do you know? How just... mate, just confuse
Also,
me.
Vendrick, your days in the ziggurat are numbered.
Or have they only just begun? Mage
Pretty sure
fight,
they're numbered.
Mage fight, mage fight, mage fight, mage
You're
fight.
gonna fucking lose, cause I'm gonna be with Henri.
Oh, come on, you're not even a factor in the mage fight.
Henri speaks up.
You wanna
I must
bet?
admit, though, I am rather surprised. I was pretty sure that Venric would be the one to find me.
Oh,
Yes,
he
that's
was.
specifically why we rushed there.
Yeah, he kind of saw the map you were there. We had to rush
the
and
hell?
get you.
The fuck has
For
happened?
a second, Nero is fucking with us, I feel like something's going on.
Yeah, it said
he probably dumped the codec and
Oh, there we go.
sound quality
why? Why?
because he can.
Why?
But yeah, it seems back to normal. Essentially, that's what Iris is like going on about. It's like, yeah, he kind of saw the map, some sort of bat familiar. We had to rush to find you before he did. Actually, I kind of fought him off when he tried getting your necklace.
Sorry, I'm a bit distracted by the fucking train bread maker.
Why is
So-
he
sorry,
in
what
the
did you say?
channel right next to
Oh,
us?
I basically said like,
He moved it right next to us because if you see his image right now, it says, I came here to laugh at you. He's being a dick right now.
Oh. Well, then why doesn't he just join this server?
Because
he's
he
a
wants
troll.
to be as annoying as possible.
Also, Exposure, he hasn't changed that image in like a year
Yeah.
and a half.
But anyway, that's essentially what Iris says. It's like,
Sorry, can you repeat what you were doing?
oh, Iris basically tells her like he did try to get the necklace, but she stopped him, and then he saw the map, so they had to rush to get her.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's one way of solving things. I mean, after all, since I've been sleeping there for so long and I couldn't recognize anybody, I would have attacked anybody on sight, assuming they're there to kill me.
I'm surprised you honestly caged us up.
Well, to be fair, I thought you were assassins sent to kill me, so, you know.
So
I'm honestly surprised you caged us
Then
up
why
instead of
didn't you
killing
just
us
tell us?
immediately.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This is not the first thing I've had to do stuff like that, so you gotta make sure with these things. You never know.
But are you gonna ever tell us what happened? What's going on? Why are you back? What the heck was that back then?
I have
Sounds like
some
such a pain
suspicion.
to explain.
I have some suspicions,
It's
but
like-
nothing concrete.
Hey, we got you back. At least tell us what happened.
Why? It doesn't matter.
It matters to me.
Well, if you wanna be so butthurt about it, then yes, the Henry you know is dead. Does that help?
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
Good.
Oh,
fine.
you wanna know about me? Who am I then?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, see, the thing with us mages is there's a lot of magic to study and not, you know, a lot of us. So I had this brilliant idea about 2 or 3,000 years ago that, hey, if you split your life force, you can study multiple things at multiple times by multiple sources and all that, and you can accumulate much more knowledge, much more quickly. So yeah, there you go.
So, how many of you are there?
I think over the last 3,000 years or so, I've stashed away about 12 or 14, I don't know, maybe 14 clones of myself all over the place. That's about it.
So you have
Maybe I'm
50
forgetting a few. Or maybe some new were created, I don't know.
You have backups on backups?
Yeah, it pays to be prepared, you know?
So you can't die.
Well, technically I did die, if you think about it. And yeah, that's actually not a good thing. Because guess what? All that knowledge, all those memories, sure, I recovered some of them, but most of that life's work is kind of wasted now that that thing's dead. And can you believe it? She died in such a fucking disgraceful manner.
What do you mean disgraceful? You saved us.
No offense, dear, but your lives are not worth all the knowledge I lost.
Clearly you thought differently.
Well, that's why she's dead and I'm alive.
Perhaps you can recover some of this knowledge from your ziggurat or from Vendrick himself.
Yeah, that's also gonna be a problem. That ziggurat was recently built, as is the noble moon stuff and all that crap. I know almost nothing about that stuff. That's the life my previous me that you know lived. So we're gonna have some problems. I have no idea where the ziggurat is.
Wait, so you had no backup for this? In case one of you
How am I
died?
supposed to have a backup? I went in cryogenics sleeping about 300 years ago. The ziggurat didn't even exist.
I meant, if
It makes
the
sense.
current self died,
Yes, and when she died, most of her energy was not preserved. So I just picked up the scraps.
so...
You see, she didn't make up a backup plan to get the ziggurat because she wasn't exactly planning on dying very soon.
So very foresighted.
I think you're missing the point of how this magic works. I basically have a point in time where I split myself. Then, for all intents and purposes, there are two different people, two different experiences, two different lives, and neither of them overlap in any way. So there's no way for me to know the finer details of how this part of me that died lived.
Can you do
That
it to
makes
anyone?
sense.
Of course not. Do you have any idea how hard this is?
Absolutely none.
Oh, there you go. Now you do. It's hard.
So, you're not the Henri exactly that we know.
Like I said, the Henri you know is dead. I am not the same. I have gathered what memories from her I could, but for all intensive purposes, I am not the same person you know.
I see.
Well then,
I
gonna hold
believe
out my
rehashing
hand.
this entire discussion is pointless.
Well then, I'm gonna hold out my hand for her to shake hers. Welcome to the team.
Yeah, about that part. Considering how my last clone ended, I don't know about this one. I think maybe I am gonna have more luck on my own, kinda.
You mean...
And as she's saying that, you notice that Gordon has at some point walked up. Probably he felt the powerful magic being flung around willy-nilly, and he slaps Henri hard on the back. Hey, Henri, how's it going? How are you alive, yo?
That was the reaction?
Yep.
I mean, were you honestly expecting her not to have this prepared?
Just to check, Gordon isn't drunk right now, right?
Nope.
Okay, fair enough.
By the way, since you all looked a little confused, he just shrugs. What? I can sense everybody's life essence to some degree. I mean, we've been together for so long, there's no way I can mistake her. I'm like a GPS when it comes to that stuff.
Maybe, but she says she's not her. Exactly.
What does that mean? Oh god, I'm not going through this conversation again. Henri looks clearly irritated. She seems like she's looking for an excuse to get out of this conversation and just leave, but Gordon is being super pushy about it and grabs her by the hand. Anyway, I'm so glad you're alive. You've got a lot of explaining to do. Jesus, all the others are gonna be so happy to see you. Come on, let's go. You brutes be hungry, right? No, wait, let me go, you brute. Let go of me. Unhand me. Ah! And Gordon drags Henri back towards the mansion.
Hey! What? Twice?
She's got to next.